Ladies and gentlemen, there are three things in this world that determine who you are: your mind, your money, and your mouth. They are the pillars on which your life stands. And let me tell you something: if you're not in control of these three, they'll control you. First, let's talk about the mind. The most powerful tool you will ever possess is the one between your ears. The moment you take control of your mind, you begin to take control of your life. Every success, every failure starts with your mindset. You can't wait for the world to change for you. You must change your mind to change your world. You must build mental discipline. You have to say, I'm not going to let negative thoughts control me. I'm not going to let fear stop me. Your mind should be your best ally, not your enemy. It's your choice every day to control it. Next, let's talk about money. We all want it, we all need it, but money doesn't just fall into your lap. It comes through smart decisions, hard work, and control over your actions. Money doesn't follow impulse or wishful thinking. It follows discipline. The decisions you make with your finances today will determine your tomorrow. You see, wealth isn't about how much you have in the bank, but about how well you manage what you've got. You want more? Control your spending, save, invest, and above all, be disciplined. Money will never respect you if you don't respect it. And finally, let's talk about the mouth. You've heard the saying, watch what you say, but I want you to understand it on a deeper level. Your words have power. The things you say create your world. If you're speaking negativity, doubt, and frustration, that's what you're going to attract. Your mouth can either build up or tear down your dreams, your relationships, your reputation. Control it. Speak with purpose, with intention, and with respect. Your words should reflect your true potential, not your frustration or temporary emotions. Now, when you take control of your mind, your money, and your mouth, you take control of your future. There's no shortcut to greatness. You have to be disciplined. You have to be accountable to yourself. The world will not wait for you, and neither should you. Control your mind, control your money, and control your mouth. This is your life. Take charge of it. Your success is in your hands, so don't let anyone, including yourself, stand in your way. Thank you. This speech embodies the powerful, assertive tone and energy of a motivational speaker, urging the audience to take responsibility and seize control of their own destiny. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have in this life. It's not the circumstances you're born into or the people around you that determine your success or failure. It's your mindset. The way you think shapes the way you act, and the way you act determines the life you lead. If you don't take control of your mind will take control of you. That's why mindset is everything. What you think about, how you see the world, and what you believe to be true about yourself and your circumstances all affect the outcomes you experience. The mind can either empower you or hold you back. The choice is yours. You can choose to think positively, to see opportunity in every challenge, or you can let fear, doubt, and negativity dominate your thoughts and decisions. But if you let negativity take the wheel, you'll never get to where you want to go. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you had the urge to give up when things got tough? How many times have you convinced yourself that you weren't good enough, that you couldn't achieve what you set out to do? We all face moments of weakness, but the difference between those who rise and those who fall lies in the power of the mind. The successful ones are the ones who refuse to let failure take root in their thinking. They know that a setback is not the end, it's just a lesson, a stepping stone on the way to something better. A controlled mind doesn't panic when things go wrong. It stays focused, it adapts, it plans for the next move. In those moments when everything seems uncertain, the controlled mind says, I've been through tough times before, and I'll get through this too. It doesn't give in to despair, it doesn't throw in the towel, it doesn't let frustration dictate its future. It looks for solutions, it learns from mistakes, it seeks growth, and above all, it never quits. Your mindset determines how you face adversity. Will you crumble, or will you rise to the occasion? The choice is yours. But remember, your thoughts create your reality. A powerful, disciplined mind knows that every challenge is temporary. It knows that failure is not the end, but a lesson on the way to success. The world is full of people who quit right before their breakthrough. They gave up because they thought the obstacle was too great, but if they had held on just a little longer, they would have seen their efforts pay off. When you control your mind, you become the master of your own destiny. You stop allowing fear and doubt to run the show. You understand that the mind is a tool, one that can either work for you or against you. If you don't master your thoughts, they'll master you. That's why mental discipline is so critical. It's not enough to just think positively once in a while. It's about creating habits of thinking that support your growth, your dreams, and your goals. You must practice controlling your mind just as you would train a muscle in the gym. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes dedication and persistence. But when you commit to controlling your thoughts, to directing them toward success, you unlock doors that would otherwise remain closed. The mind is like a garden. What you plant in it is what will grow. If you fill it with negativity, doubt, and self-limiting beliefs, that's exactly what will blossom. But if you cultivate a mindset of possibility, resilience, and determination, you will see the fruits of your labor. Your thoughts are seeds. Plant them wisely. One of the biggest challenges we face today is the overwhelming amount of noise and distraction that fills our lives. The world around us bombards us with information, opinions, and negativity. It's easy to get lost in the noise, to let outside influences dictate how we think and feel. But if you want to succeed, you must learn to filter that noise. You must learn to quiet the distractions and focus on what truly matters. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your vision. Focus on what you want to create in your life. The world will try to pull you in different directions, but your mind should be like a laser, clear, focused, and unstoppable. The key is awareness. The moment you realize that your mind is drifting into negative territory, take control. The moment you catch yourself thinking, "I can't," replace that thought with "I will." When you catch yourself thinking about failure, replace it with thoughts of success. Every thought you have is a choice. You have the power to change it. And when you change your thoughts, you change your actions. And when you change your actions, you change your life. So take control of your mind. Don't let it control you. Train it, strengthen it, and use it to create the life you've always dreamed of. Your mind is the foundation of everything that happens in your life, so make sure it's working for you, not against you. Master your mind, and you'll master your life. Money is often seen as the key to freedom, success, and happiness. But the truth is, money follows discipline. It doesn't follow luck, wishful thinking, or idle dreams. If you want to attract wealth into your life, it starts with how you manage and control your money. Money is simply a tool, a reflection of the decisions you make. The reality is, if you don't control your money will control you. First, it's important to understand that money doesn't have a mind of its own. It doesn't grow on trees, and it doesn't come to those who wait. Money flows to those who know how to manage it, who know how to make it work for them. It doesn't come to those who spend recklessly or live paycheck to paycheck hoping for a miracle. It comes to those who understand the power of financial discipline. You have to be intentional with your money. The way you handle it today will determine what you have tomorrow. Think about the richest people in the world. What do they have in common? It's not just that they have a lot of money. It's that they have mastered the art of managing money. They know how to make sound financial decisions, how to save, how to invest, and most importantly, how to think long-term. It's not about short-term gratification. It's about strategic thinking and building long-term wealth. They don't make decisions based on impulses. They make decisions based on knowledge and strategy. And it's that discipline that sets them apart. When you learn to control your money, you begin to build a financial foundation that works for you instead of against you. For example, consider the power of saving. Saving doesn't mean hoarding all your money, but it means setting aside a portion for the future. It's about putting aside what you don't need today to ensure a better tomorrow. This simple principle is one of the first steps in building wealth. It's about delayed gratification. Every time you put money aside, you're saying no to immediate wants in exchange for future stability and opportunities. But saving alone isn't enough. It's the investment of that money that makes the real difference. If you're not investing, you're not making your money work for you. Investments don't have to be huge, complex ventures. They can start small, whether it's investing in stocks, real estate, or even yourself through education and personal development. The key is to make your money grow. When you invest, you're actively participating in your own future. When you invest, you're actively participating in your own future. You're ensuring that the wealth you build today compounds over time and continues to grow long after you've made the initial decision to invest. Financial discipline also extends to how you spend money. We live in a consumer-driven world where spending is encouraged at every turn. Every ad, every marketing campaign, every deal makes you feel like you need to buy something right now. But that kind of mindset leads to financial chaos. You can't build wealth if you're constantly giving your money away to things that don't add value to your life. Instead, you need to spend wisely. Prioritize your needs over your wants. The question is not, do I want this? But rather, will this contribute to my long-term well-being? Ari did. A key part of financial discipline is budgeting. Creating a budget allows you to map out where your money goes and make sure it's being used in a way that aligns with your values and goals. A budget doesn't restrict you, it empowers you. It gives you the freedom to make choices that align with your long-term vision. It shows you where you might be overspending and where you can cut back. It shows you where your priorities are, and it helps you put your money where it matters most. When you budget, you take control of your financial destiny. But controlling your money isn't just about saving, investing, and budgeting. It's also about mindset. You have to approach money with the right attitude. Money should never be seen as the end goal. It should be viewed as a tool, a resource to help you live the life you want. Your relationship with money should be healthy. If you see money as something to be feared or hoarded, you'll never truly have financial freedom. But if you see money as a tool that empowers you to live better, do better, and give back, you begin to control it in a way that serves you. Another important aspect of controlling your money is understanding the power of debt. Debt, if used wisely, can be a tool for growth. But if mismanaged, it can enslave you. You need to understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. Good debt is an investment, like taking a loan to buy a property that will appreciate over time. Bad debt is borrowing money for things that won't increase in value, like buying consumer goods that lose value the moment you buy them. Control your debt, or it will control you. Ultimately, controlling your money is about control. It's about understanding that the decisions you make today impact your future. It's about having the discipline to make smart financial choices, to save, to invest, to budget, and to prioritize what truly matters. When you control your money, you're not at its mercy. You become the master of your financial destiny, and in doing so, you lay the foundation for the life you've always wanted. Words are powerful. They have the ability to build, to inspire, to create, but they also have the ability to destroy, to tear down, to harm. Your mouth is one of the most influential tools you possess, yet too often we speak without thinking, blurting out whatever comes to mind without understanding the consequences. The truth is, your words can shape your reality in ways that you might not even realize. What you say reflects who you are, what you believe, and ultimately, what you will become. So, controlling your mouth is just as important as controlling your mind and your money. Think about the people around you, the ones who speak with purpose and clarity, the ones who speak in a way that commands respect and attention. Their words don't just fill the air, they leave an impact. They speak with intention, not just emotion. They understand the weight their words carry. On the other hand, those who speak recklessly often find themselves in situations they never intended, caught in misunderstandings, or damaging relationships that could have been avoided. It's easy to talk impulsively, to react to situations without considering the aftermath. But if you want to take control of your life, you must first learn to control what comes out of your mouth. The first step in controlling your mouth is understanding that words are a reflection of your thoughts. What you say is a mirror to your internal dialogue. If you constantly speak negatively, if you are quick to complain, or if you tear others down with your words, it's a sign that your mindset needs realignment. The words we choose to express our thoughts hold incredible power. They shape how others see us, how we see ourselves, and how we experience the world. So, it's essential to think before you speak. Are you contributing to the conversation in a meaningful way? Are you lifting others up, or are you adding to the noise? Are your words building bridges or burning them? It's in the little things. Small phrases, small decisions that we show the true nature of our character. Once you start being mindful of what you say, you begin to see the impact of your words, not only on others, but on yourself as well. Negative self-talk is one of the most damaging habits you can have. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that something is impossible, then you're programming your mind for failure. Your words create your reality. If you want to change your life, you have to change the way you talk to yourself. Speak to yourself with the same encouragement, the same respect, and the same love that you would offer to a friend. The way you talk to yourself will determine the way you see yourself and ultimately the actions you take. If you speak success, you will begin to act like a success. If you speak positivity, you will begin to see positivity around you. But it's not just about your self-talk. Your words influence those around you. Words are contagious. If you speak encouragement and kindness, others will start to feel uplifted. If you speak negativity and doubt, others will start to feel drained and discouraged. It's a simple principle, but it has profound effects on relationships, both personal and professional. Whether you realize it or not, your words are constantly shaping the way people perceive you, and more importantly, they shape how people feel about themselves. When you speak with intention, with kindness, with purpose, you create an environment that fosters growth, trust, and collaboration. Consider the leaders and mentors you admire. Do they speak with purpose? Do they choose their words carefully, knowing their impact? Great leaders understand that words have the power to inspire action. They don't waste time with meaningless chatter or complaints. They speak to uplift, to guide, to challenge. They understand the weight of their words and use them to create the future they envision. If you want to be a leader, if you want to inspire others, you must first learn to control your speech. Leadership starts with self-discipline, and that self-discipline extends to how you communicate. One of the most important things to remember is that controlling your mouth doesn't mean being silent all the time. It's not about saying less. It's about saying more of what matters. It's about choosing to speak when it's necessary, when it can add value, when it can make a difference. Sometimes silence is powerful, but other times your voice is exactly what's needed to spark change or offer support. The key is knowing when to speak and when to listen. Great communicators are not just great speakers, they're also great listeners. Listening allows you to understand, to connect, and to respond with intention, which in turn ensures that your words are always in alignment with your goals and values. In the world we live in today, where social media amplifies every word, the need to control our speech is more important than ever. A single comment, a single tweet, or a single post can have far-reaching consequences. The temptation to react impulsively, to give in to emotions, is strong. But if you want to build lasting relationships, if you want to have an impact, you must pause before you speak. Think about the message you want to send and consider the ripple effect of your words. Would you want your words to be the last thing someone hears? Would you want your words to reflect the person you aspire to be? Remember, your mouth is a reflection of your mind. If you control your mind, you will naturally start to control your mouth. If you change the way you think, you change the way you speak. And when you change the way you speak, you change your world. Your words can build the life you desire, but they can also destroy it if used carelessly. So use them wisely. Speak with purpose, speak with kindness, and speak with power. Accountability to yourself is one of the most powerful forms of control you can have in your life. You are the only person who can truly hold yourself responsible for the choices you make, the actions you take, and the path you follow. Nobody else can walk your journey for you. You are the one who must answer to yourself. When you take accountability for your decisions and outcomes, you take control of your life. It's easy to blame others, to make excuses, or to point fingers when things don't go as planned. But real growth comes from the understanding that no one else is responsible for your life but you. At the core of accountability is self-awareness. It's about recognizing that you are the architect of your own future. When you own your decisions, when you take full responsibility for what happens in your life, both the successes and the failures, you gain the power to change the course of your life. Instead of waiting for others to change or blaming circumstances, you realize that your choices, your attitude, and your actions are what shape your reality. If you don't like where you are, the power to change it lies within you. You must ask yourself, what can I do differently? What actions can I take right now to move closer to my goals? That's the mindset of someone who understands accountability. One of the most liberating things you can do is stop blaming others or external circumstances for your situation. Yes, the world is unpredictable, and yes, bad things can happen that are beyond your control, but you control how you respond. You control how you let things affect you. You control the meaning you assign to life's challenges. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your way, but it's not the obstacles that define you. It's how you deal with them. When you take full accountability, you stop being a victim of circumstance. You become the creator of your own destiny. You stop waiting for someone to hand you the life you want and start working for it yourself. When you hold yourself accountable, you begin to understand that success is not a gift. It's earned through hard work, discipline, and consistent action. It's easy to fall into the trap of wishing for success or hoping for things to change. But success doesn't come from hoping. It comes from doing. It comes from showing up day after day, doing the work even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate. Accountability means not making excuses when things get tough. It means pushing through challenges and not giving up. Accountability means owning your results, whether they're good or bad, and learning from them. Every setback is an opportunity for growth. Every failure is a lesson in what not to do next time. And every success is a reward for the effort you've put in. But accountability goes beyond just taking ownership of your actions. It also involves setting clear goals, establishing a vision for your life, and creating a plan to get there. It's easy to drift through life without direction, hoping things will work out on their own. But that's not the way to create the life you want. You must set clear, intentional goals, and then hold yourself accountable to achieving them. That means breaking those goals down into smaller, actionable steps. And it means staying disciplined, even when it's hard, even when distractions and challenges arise. It's about showing up for yourself every single day and making progress, no matter how small. Another key element of accountability is honesty. You have to be honest with yourself about where you are in your journey and where you want to go. Are you really putting in the effort, or are you making excuses? Are you staying focused on your goals, or are you letting distractions derail you? Being accountable means being brutally honest with yourself. It means facing the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it shows you things about yourself that you don't want to see. But that's where real growth happens, when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am responsible for where I am, and I am the one who has the power to change it. Accountability also means showing up for yourself even when no one else is watching. It means doing the work when there's no applause, no recognition, and no external motivation to keep going. When you hold yourself accountable, you don't need someone else to push you. You're your own biggest motivator. You show up, not because someone else is holding you to a standard, but because you've set that standard for yourself. You do the work because it aligns with your values and your goals, not because you expect to get a reward in return. But accountability isn't just about individual success. It's also about integrity. When you hold yourself accountable, you commit to being honest and transparent in everything you do. You don't cut corners. You don't compromise your principles for short-term gain. You understand that the true measure of success isn't just what you achieve, but how you achieve it. Success built on integrity and accountability is lasting. It stands the test of time because it's built on a solid foundation of hard work and honesty. Finally, accountability means not giving up when things don't go as planned. Life will not always go the way you expect, and there will be times when everything seems to be falling apart. But in those moments, accountability means picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and continuing the journey. It means looking at failure as a lesson, not a defeat. It means knowing that even if you fall, you have the power to rise again. And when you rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. Taking accountability for your life is the ultimate form of control. It's the realization that you have the power to shape your future, no matter where you start. It's about owning your actions, your decisions, and your results. It's about taking responsibility for your success and your failures, and knowing that you have the ability to change your life at any moment. When you take full accountability, you stop waiting for someone else to create the life you want, you start creating it yourself.